Jon Favreau. Thanks for sending in all your questions about The Mandalorian and Grogu and The Mandalorian and Grogu Fortnite Watch Party Island. I look forward to what you have asked. My favorite thing about Star Wars and Fortnite was that we had already used a lot of the tools, the Unreal Engine, and the tools that Epic Games has created around gaming as part of our planning process for when we were making The Mandalorian as a TV show. We also had a lot of tie-ins for other characters in other seasons where we were dropped into battle passes, as whether it was The Mandalorian and Grogu, Ahsoka, Boba Fett. So it was fun to collaborate on this particular project because I had already gotten to know a lot of the players and the people, and both of our creative teams were used to collaborating. The thing that's fascinating to me about the Watch Party Island is how much our art department and Doug Chang and Andrew Jones, they were really involved with this as though we were building assets for the volume wall. Because remember, we use a lot of game engine assets for doing the in-camera visual effects on when it was a TV show. On the film, we had much more time and we used other techniques, but we were building essentially game levels for every scene that we would do for the show that were filmed on this video wall. And so when you see the textures, when you see the environments, the scale, it's very accurate to what we would actually use to film. Now, of course, with a Fortnite Island, you also want to make it playable. So we worked and collaborated with our partners at Epic to make it something that would be fun for gamers, because we want to be able to drop people in and have them get to work and have fun with team play in that battle royale setting. We also wanted to create other little environments and pockets that weren't there that would play into things like having our amphitheater so that we could actually screen within the Fortnite Island level. The most surreal part of working on Star Wars at all is just that I'm working on Star Wars. I was 10 years old in the theater when the first one came out. I was an usher in the movie theaters when Jedi came out. Then I got to know Dave Filoni, who was working on Clone Wars at the time. I was sound mixing the first Iron Man film at the Skywalker Ranch. Even being at the ranch was surreal. And then eventually getting to pitch and then work on the TV show version of A Mandalorian story. And then I remember filming the end of season 2 was surreal. Something about when R2-D2 rolled onto the stage that I had to actually, it was so overwhelming for a moment that I really was thrown and actually stepped away for a minute. And even just meeting George Lucas, having George Lucas visit the set,